Okay, so it's clear in the book of Ephesians, in the Bible, that there is a marriage here, and husbands, being the leader, have, more responsibility than the wife. Husbands are to love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her to make her holy, cleansing her by the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church, without stain or wrinkle or any other blemish, but holy and blameless. In the same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. After all, no one hated his own body, but he feeds and cares for it, just as Christ does the church. For we are members of his body. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. This is a profound mystery, but I am talking about Christ in the church. However, each one of you also must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband. Okay, so these are kind of the ground rules for marriage, foundation. What do you do when a man abdicates his leadership role? He just puts it down. He lets his wife tell him what to do. He lets his wife run everything. That is still, if you ever hear a man say, oh, you act like my mother, or you're just being a mother, and he acts like this little immature teenager boy taking a fit, what do you do with that? Again, he's responsible. So if he has allowed his wife to act like his mother, or tell him what to do, again, that's on him. A husband is supposed to be the leader and the head of the home. So another tool in your toolbox with marriage is, if a husband actually leaves his wife like mine did, he actually has put her away. So if we think of the Old Testament, when women were put away, their husbands just put them away. They had no recourse. As far as I know, there was nothing they could do. They were just left. And that was from a very cold-hearted husband. So never, ever in that secular environment was a man supposed to just leave his wife over, burnt toast or something. The ideal marriage, and it's also in the church, this is the way the church is supposed to function, is that a man loves his wife so much that he's willing to lay his life down for her.